Previously on our playthrough of Honkai Star Rail's 3.4 story. This quest and cutscene was just so epic I had to include it in the intro of part 2. Alright, let's go, 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 go. Oh, so glorious. I love it. He's so majestic and glorious and shiny, shimmering, splendid in his Castellana form, even though it sucks that he has to do that.
The world is collapsing, and the people are crying. We too must part ways here. Friend.
Ides Elysiae, the little village of my childhood. The gentle breeze and the sound of waves still linger.
So this is the original form of the Flame Reaver? I can't believe they just used the same thing for Saber's past and called it Great Britain.
Everything is as it was. It feels good to take one last look.
You know, this is just a corner of the memory. The real Ides Elysiae.
I know. I'm here to say goodbye. We might not see each other again.
You can stay here forever. And time will stand still for you.
Let it flow. It's time for me to go.
Oh, damn, spitting bars.
Even if it's a path with no turning back.
When have we ever had the luxury of turning back?
Are you afraid? After learning the truth of your origins? Will you see the motivation I gave you as the manipulating whispers of destruction?
The convictions and choices that come from my heart. I don't believe they're designed by the so-called paths. If we are just numbers, simulating life, then you are the image I've always longed for. The person I wish to become.
So that's Chaos?
A real, living person.
That's the Flame Reaver, right? Well, I mean, I guess before he became the Flame Reaver.
Then why do we part here? You can take me with you.
The hero
and we
within.
Can start this journey together. I'll be by your side, guiding you, just like before.
No. I'm afraid I'm on my own this time.
Why?
Because there is no perfect solution in this world. Cyrene has already embraced her fate. And I will embrace my origin. Destruction. And with this power, I will rebel against its creator, bringing endless fury to the darkness sweeping the world. If you stay by my side, I'll hesitate. But this world can't afford a soldier who wavers. Do you remember when we were kids? Everyone would get so excited drawing cards like a ruler or warrior, but throw fits over devil or drunkard and demand a redo. Kids always get to change their minds. Things are so happy and simple for them. But when it comes to the fate of adults, there's no room for redos.
Then go, Castellana, as you promised. Deceive the world. Seize the core flames and rewrite your fate.
In a way, they recycled Cipher's story-ish. deceives a world. But this is a different context.
Burn yourself up with all your might. Wield your futility like a sword. And fight against the gods.
In the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Kefali will never forget this.
$33 million. That's the current one that we are in. So we aren't actually in that. We are just placeholders for the hero within, I guess.
So, time retreated behind me until it reached the origin, where nothing ever existed. Just as Professor Anaxa once said, in that void, Kefali stood at the center of chaos. Time, space, and causality all flowed from their body.
I love the shading here. I'm just gonna take a screenshot.
When the waves of time finally calmed, it was the year 3870 of the light calendar. The Chrysos War had lasted for nearly a century, and the threat of the Black Tide was growing stronger and more relentless. That was the era of the Day Thunder Knight's battle with the sky. While she could not seize the core flame, she proved that the prophecy was true. That mortals could slay gods. From that moment, the sole survivor of the old dynasty, Imperator Saridra, issued a call to arms across the lands,
Finally, she's
summoning
mentioned.
heroic Chrysos heirs to wage war on the Titans. And that was the first doomed flame chase journey, sealed away.
We get to
in
meet
history.
them! She has her banner up soon. I don't know if I want to pull for Hysilens or her. I'm not sure yet. The first eternal recurrence.
So what you're saying is,
Oh,
you've
Hysilens.
traveled back down the river of time, finally reaching this untouched seabed just to tell us
You're doomed to fail.
the flame chase journey and even all of Amphoreus are nothing but illusions in an eon's dreams?
He tried to do that. He tried to tell them.
Exactly. So, Dux Gladiora, please take me to meet Her Majesty Saridra. I must share the truth with her.
Since Her Majesty's not here, no need for formalities. The word Gladiorum always reminds me of my fallen homeland buried deep in the depths. Call me Hysilens. Nameless
God, I got their
Swordmaster.
names wrong. Hysilens, not Hysilens.
Please allow me to add one more thing. You actually already know my name.
You mean Phainon? Such a name could never be your true
I
one.
love the bubbles.
But I won't question you further about it. Ever since Her Majesty issued the Flame Chase Decree, heroes from all over have sent their letters of introduction. What's the harm in adding one more name like Phainon or Phainon? Besides, the deep sea is dark. Isn't it the perfect place to hide secrets best left unseen?
Oh. Is that why we're going back in time to, I guess, meet them?
All right, nameless Swordmaster. Hold on to my wake. Let's find somewhere else to talk.
Ooh. What chapter are we in?
Aren't you even a little suspicious of what I've said?
Harboring suspicions is not my concern. My sword dances only when the Imperator harbors doubts. There's no use in speaking further. Show me your true intentions through action.
When Phainon is in the team, technique point limit increases. Yeah, I know that. I know, okay? I have him.
Perhaps you should demonstrate your skills and calm the raging black tide for us.
Caslana, Eternal Recurrence. I thought we would be the one to go back in time to meet these dead characters. But no, it's Phainon.
Light up the dawn.
Hero, ignite that Primal Sun. Do you still remember them, Caslana? The one who won't reach the dawn? The hero tore through the sky, the holy maiden fell from the oh god. Whoa. Hold. And the chess master ignited the first flame, all in the name of prophecy of world bearer. What noble deeds, and yet fate, ever generous, ensures that the death-bound nymphs shall find their death nevertheless. O deliverer, behold the lifeless ash they've become. Do you still futilely dream of saving them? Those who push the boulder upward will see the earth swallow them whole. Those who meddle with time are nothing but a shattered shell. Hear me, you are no different from them. The singers still scream, and the bright-eyed still go blind. Go then, march on alone. Revel, dance, throw yourself into the tireless flame. Never stop. Who wrote this? Wow, so optimistic of you. Gee, thanks. Thanks for the support, I guess. Oh look, we still have the power of time. Where are we? Oh, I forgot. No map, no map.
Light up the dawn.
Oh, so useful. It's like Acheron ++, Acheron Pro Max.
Oh. Nice moves.
Thanks. Blush. Okay.
Light up the dawn.
We just washed it away and here it comes again. The black tide is really no joke.
Oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, whoa there, whoa there. We can see everything.
Light up the dawn.
I have to kill that guy. We don't get materials out of it anyway. We're just wasting skill points. Oh, you're here.
The waters end here. The one you seek is beyond this point.
At last, I can meet with Her Majesty Saridra herself.
I guess we're not
Are
yet
there any
in the end
formalities
of
I need to observe?
3.4. So...
Don't kneel, don't do the hand-kissing or foot-kissing gestures of the old dynasty, and most of all, don't bow. The Imperator despises such rituals, especially when the heads of those taller than her bend beneath her crown.
She really is down to earth.
that's one way to
The
say it.
second thing to note, only trusted ones may come near her. Keep 5 paces distance until the Imperator allows otherwise.
Sounds like an old friend of mine.
Well, experience is a good thing. Stay sharp, and you'll be just fine.
She's a mermaid, right? She has scales. Hero, ignite that Primal Sun is like just the second quest. Second, like main quest for this patch. It was Hero Honor that Crimson Call. Hero, and then 2 subquests. Hero Shatter that Woeful Effigy. And then under that is Hero Ignite that Primal Sun. Okay. Oh, no. And then we have one more, which is Hero Sing the Anthem of Creation. So I guess this isn't the Hysilens part yet. That's next patch, 3.5, the current one, as of recording this. Oh!
Duck's Goldweaver. Little hostage.
Little
Apologies
hostage.
for keeping you waiting.
It's you.
You know them? Good. That makes things easier.
Before that, I'm more curious about one thing. Where is Her Majesty Saridra?
To avoid any misunderstandings, nameless Swordmaster. Although we spoke and laughed along the way, I never said you were entitled to meet
But you
her.
told me not to bow and shit.
The Imperator decreed. The Deliverer will not appear in this age. Be wary of suspicious individuals. Come now, both of you. Let's finish our job.
I see. It's a trap. I had no intention of fighting. So remember this, Lady Hysilens. If my sword shows any hesitation, don't thank me. Thank them instead.
No, you misunderstand. We don't want to see Chrysoceres hurt each other. Just give us some time to ask you a few questions.
Trippy, I missed you.
The Nestia's golden threads will judge you and decide your fate.
As you wish.
White-haired swordmaster? If what you say is true, then you must know the fate of the world. So, how much do you know about what we read from the prophecy?
That's a good question. We know everything.
You shall shatter into 1,000 fragments and wither in the soil of foreign lands.
Of course we don't know Hysilens.
Is that correct, Lady Treeby?
How?
How is this possible?
He got it right?
Yes, but the prophecy never mentioned he'd appear here. At least, not in this era.
You must listen to me, Aglaya, Treeby. The Phainon of this world has not yet been born. In a distant future, he will follow the prophecy's guidance and appear before you.
The bootstrap
But do
paradox
not
once again
seek
in
him
action.
out, because Era Nova is a complete and utter lie.
Do not seek him out.
I will tell you the truth, and you will understand why the world must forsake the prophecy and find another path to Era Nova. Because I know both of you, and I believe that no matter how the course of history may change, the faith we all share will always remain the same. And so, the layers of rock began to reverse, and history wove
That's nice, they
itself
believed
anew.
him.
Through my old acquaintances, I was given the chance to meet the leader of the Flame Chase journey, Saridra. And after a long and arduous negotiation, we came to an agreement.
I really have to go.
The Emperor's alliance needed the
this took us so
destruction,
long.
and I was ready to pour all my strength into it. The spoils of the Flame Chase, the core flames, would be sealed by my hand. But the condition was this. In the upcoming battle, in our conquest of the Earth, I had to prove that my power could transcend fate.
That's quite vague, isn't it? How would you do that?
In the original history, there was a brutal war. At the end, the Titankin of Georios, Terravox, killed the rampaging Titan and took the core flame that supported the Earth. But this time, Amphoreus encountered a turning point in its fate. Neither side suffered any losses. When I severed the Titan's head and raised the core flame high, the crowd gathered around the scorched remains of the god, roaring with
He's
joy.
just too OP. In battle, when he does his
Cheering
ult, it's
for the
over.
hero
It's
of the
over.
destruction, who had ignited the faint spark of life for the first time.
It's like game's over when you have his ult. It's done. Time to go home.
Yes. In that flickering light, the once dark path ahead seemed to become clearer. I proved myself, and in the long years that followed, I brought down the other Titans, one by one. I could do more than just wait. When time resets, the chance to change the world also emerges from the lines of history. Until finally, the brutal future revealed by Era Nova is reversed.
But tell me, if that's truly the case, why are we doomed to the same outcome?
When did that happen? That was the first one. Okay. The first eternal recurrence and... Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell?
The people kept their promise and handed you all the core flames. In this world after Trebios, no demigods were born in Amphoreus. At this point, I just want to know. When they vanished into the black tide with their mortal bodies,
They met...
why didn't you shed even a single tear?
Wait, what?
Your indifference chills me. To you, were they just
His
a bunch
humanity
of
is
insignificant
disappearing.
footnotes?
Sorrow has been my constant companion. In fact, with 12 core flames upon me, the fire in my heart has never been more violent. I'll remember this world through anger. As long as I burn, they'll never truly leave me.
Perhaps it's already too late. But you're right. Anger, at this moment, is the only weapon I can rely on. So, draw your sword, Executioner.
So he became the Flame
I'll make
Reaver.
sure you realize
Like,
that your
no, not
greatest
him, like
mistake
the other
was
him.
leaving me alive.
He became corrupted. So in the first few ones... Oh god damn. Oh. In the first
After
few
that,
occurrences,
He raised his sword and attacked.
recurrences, there was no Flame Reaver yet, but there was the Black Tide. Does that explain why the Flame Reaver is unkillable? Because he's basically a god?
Then Kaslana killed himself.
Oh no, the paradox.
That day, who fell to the sword to be left in the past, and who went into the future. I can't remember anymore.
Oh no, you killed yourself. What happens now?
I only remember a nymph, hiding in the shadows just out of sight, futilely pushing a stone ball. Climb, fall, climb, fall, climb again, and fall. The only freedom the nymph had was in choosing how to roll the stone. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow, sometimes resting on a gentler slope, leaning against the stone for a break. But its choice couldn't change the futility of it all. The stone would always roll back down the slope, and the nymph would always return to the starting point, beginning again. After that, every time I reached this point in the cycle, the burning sky would cast a shadow over its path. It would nearly reach the peak at the 4th quint of curtain fall hour, then fall to the starting point in the first 15 seconds
Oh wait,
of the next entry hour.
so they had day and
My
night
efforts
before.
in this cycle would dissolve into nothing
Good to know,
at
good to
the
know.
same time.
Eternal Recurrence number 1. Subject Kaslana persuaded the 12 Crisis heirs to recover all 12 core flames in a peaceful way. After verification, the unauthorized access did not have a substantive impact on the experimental process. Okay. What happened in the end there? Life cycles of the 12 Crisis heirs were terminated strictly in the predetermined experimental sequence and successfully loaded into the buffer. Subject Kaslana regressed the extrapolation process and abnormal fluctuations were detected in his mind function. Admin notes. The first devastating failure. Okay, here we go. Finally, we got a summary. Okay. Eternal recurrence number 2. Subject Kaslana adopted a similar strategy to the eternal recurrence number 1. No substantive impact on the experimental progress was observed. Oh, he tried it again. You're stupid, boy. You don't do the same thing and expect a different outcome. Life cycles of the 12 crisis heirs terminated normally in sequence. Subject Kaslana regressed the extrapolation process. Eternal recurrence number 3. Minor adjustments detected in Subject Kaslana's strategy. Decision waiting. Wow, some statistics here. Decision waiting for avoid sacrifice of past companions has been increased. Okay. And after verification, this adjustment did not have a substantive impact on the experimental progress. Eternal recurrence number 15. Subject Kaslana attempted to decompile the Black Tide for the first time. Decompile, that term, I love it. They're really just data, aiming to elevate access privileges and execute unauthorized access authorization operations against specific subjects represented by the 12 crisis heirs. Okay. Number 42. Subject Kaslana's 11th attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. The decision waiting for avoid sacrifices of past companions showed a minor decline. Number 133. Analysis of observations from Eternal Recurrence 83 to 133 indicates that Subject Kaslana's strategy is gradually converging with that of Eternal Recurrence number 42. Over-synchronicity risk detected. Potential cognitive function degradation suspected! And then he became the Flame Reaver. Is that it? He got corrupted. Admin notes, this will undoubtedly reinforce the Iron Tomb's destruction vector within expectations. No intervention required. Continue observation. No, Kaslana, you played into their hands. Okay, number 134. I love this part. It's so epic. The 134th Eternal Recurrence.
Absolute nonsense.
No, you have to believe me, Professor.
I thought cycles was the answer you were looking for.
No, it's just that the answer came so suddenly. There was no fun in tracing it back to its roots.
Oh, he likes the challenge. I understand.
Eons? Paths? What a load of nonsense.
I can't give you an exact explanation of those two concepts either.
Enough. I'm just expressing my frustration. Don't you understand? I was already expecting this. The Black Tide came from beyond the sky. And everything else is no exception.
Fate is a strange thing. No matter how the details of history change, the Anaxa I know always remains as harsh as ever.
If the other Anaxagoras actually worshipped the gods,
Oh, I missed
I'd make
you.
sure to find
You're
a
so
way
funny.
to break the cycles.
Never
and crush
change.
them in their cradles. Too bad. Now only you have the ability to do that.
What's that supposed to mean? You're willing to help?
Of course. The core flames were meant to save the world. And in my opinion, the noble titans have no reason to refuse. Besides, according to you, before stepping into these endless cycles, you were my pupil.
Yes. That is right. That is correct.
I've already heard the same thing countless times.
Enough chit-chat. Let's go. If we run into any other scholars, leave them to me.
Why are there black
We've
side
all
creatures
made
here?
preparations for total annihilation. Never thought someone would step in to help.
No map, okay. Why are there black side creatures here? Hero ignite that Primal Sun. still that one. Still the same one. I have to go. Ugh.
Light up the dawn.
It's okay. That's fine. I'm gonna edit everything anyway. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine on. Continuation. Our thoughts are pulled back to the vortex of Genesis, to the moment before the Era Nova, to when they are standing beside Phainon and facing the final visitor, the one who burned to nothingness for salvation, in the will they are carrying out. Okay. What were my speculations? My speculation was the OG Phainon got corrupted and he became the Flame Reaver. I think that was our last thing that I remember speculating about. Because he killed himself in a universe, like his other self. So, oh, I was also wondering, like, which iteration of Phainon were we with? Did we spend time with? Because we also found out that he had that. We were not the friend. We were just a placeholder. It was the hero insider or something. Hero, ignite that Primal Sun. Kidokes.
Light up the dawn.
We're following Anaxa?
You've been to the Luminary Throne before, haven't you?
If you're talking about in past cycles.
You were already much luckier than the other students.
So who are we playing? Oh, this is the OG Phainon? Number 1? Phainon 1? Let's see.
Hold up.
Phainon of the first cycle.
Keep your wits about you. Someone's watching us.
Ooh, Cipher. Cipher.
Pretty boy, your eyesight's better than I thought. As for that false god who's been turning the world upside down, it's you, isn't it, white hair?
Like I said, Phainon is giving Cipher a run for her money, or how much he and Cyrene still sounds weird. Still flows weirdly to say Cyrene. I want to say Cyrene so bad, but he and Cyrene are trying to erase time and fool the Eons so that they can notice Amphoreus. Like Zagreus level of prank and tomfoolery.
You sure do love stealing the spotlight. In the name of the 7 sages, I demand that you immediately step away from the Luminary Throne. This is the sacred ground of reason, and no one may desecrate it. Take my words back to Aglaya. I won't say the same thing twice, cat girl.
Cat girl.
Oh my! You won't even call me the demigod of trickery. That is just heartbreaking. I have some words for you, too. First, as one of the most heretical blasphemers in the world, you have no right to lecture me. Second, this is none of your business, Grove Boy. Step aside. I don't want anyone getting hurt.
Here we go.
Again, you've been through this?
Core flame thieves. You really think you can scare off a sage of the grove with nothing but empty threats?
This gloomy little brat's got a sharp tongue. Ooh, not bad, not bad. I kinda like you. As a return favor, feast on Circe's core flame right here. Aw, don't cry now!
No way.
That was close. I'm out of here.
Why would you do that, Cipher? The android stealing is yeah, we know this already. Why are they telling us this? We know this already. Okay, I guess a review is good.
They're exactly like all the past ones I've known,
Oh, but Phainon doesn't
Cunning.
have time's power, though.
and yet so naive.
Sounds like you have a plan.
Of course. When I first set out on the flame chase journey, Lady Trebe never managed to teach me Orynyx's miracle. But along the way,
Oh.
I learned a thing or two.
Did you know? Okay, I guess you can do it. What a twist. Or they just...
Where are you going?
I don't know.
Why did we need to do this?
The Venerationists' foolish inventions finally come in handy.
How is this possible?
You've arrived, Zacharias. Always so punctual.
What? Do you know who I am?
I'm running out of patience. So I'm not going to waste words. Listen up, spirit thief. Hand over the core flame, and let's pretend we never clashed. This way, you and this world can still be saved.
I guess what happened to Aglaya kinda happened to him. But it doesn't have to, because looking at Tribi, she's still so precious. It's like, after living so long, your humanity can wear out, but for Aglaya, it's because of her being a demigod. And Phainon, it's just he's depressed and trying to save the world and alone. But it's just sad to see his progression, evolution, the opposite, like devolution, to becoming like less human. Or maybe he's still human. This makes him human. Like more sadder, and just look at him, angrier.
Save. You sing better than any bard. If you ask me, you're the greatest disaster Amphoreus has ever known. No matter how strong you are, you're still just a mortal body. Carrying 12 core flames? Don't make me laugh. You'll just get consumed by the divine flames and drag this world down with you.
134.
What?
This is the 134th cycle I've lived through.
Damn.
And the number of core flames I carry is...
1,596.
Nice math.
Yes.
Wow.
1,000 core flames and just a single Chrysos hair. How is that even possible?
It doesn't reset? You can just keep hoarding the
I've
core
come
flames?
this far. And that's proof enough.
But someday you will burn to the ground.
Of course. The divine flames will eventually consume my eyes and blind me. But before that, they could still forge and sharpen Dawnmaker. Now when I cut open your stomach, you won't feel a thing.
Oh, God.
You...
This is the final warning.
Fine. Assume this world holds 100 million possibilities. And no matter how one looks at it, 99,999,999 of them all point to outcomes of certain destruction. Even so, I'll use my divine power, despised by the people of this world, to achieve that 1 in 100 million possibility.
Bartolos!
Brett, if you've got the guts, you'll have to first
Oh.
step over my
Oh my
dead
God.
body.
You're braver than I thought. Oh my God, we're actually fighting. Okay, okay. Should it be oh, solo.
This little brat is not a threat we can deal with just by ourselves.
I thought they've reached an agreement. Why is he suddenly beefing with Aglaya? Did I forget something? Nah, unnecessary. We don't have to ult.
How absurd.
In my memories, Zagreus always meets the same end. Over and over again. Their departure no longer stirs anything in my heart.
This reason core flame before us is a fake. Obvious as day.
I know. I know. It always plays out like this. The spirit thief covers for her, and the trickery demigod escapes with 2 core flames. And then, driven by defiance or hatred, she decides to stand before me once more. Exactly like the countless past hers I've known. Cunning.
So he has a whole script now.
Yet so naive.
How many times have you repeated those lines?
Since you've witnessed the same scene play out countless times, tell me, will you carve the trickery core flame from my chest now?
That depends on your attitude. At least so far, in the cycles where you've asked this question, the endings haven't been so cruel.
Well, thank you for that. But I also believe that this time, you won't catch up to me. No one can catch up to me. I'm no longer running to escape anymore.
Whether you believe me or not, I'll still tell you this. You've made the wrong decision.
Okay, eerily similar to how she died in our timeline. How she's surprised the Flame Reaver can always catch up to her. Let's see what happens.
Alright then. We'll see.
Silence.
This is new.
One-eyed boy. What are you trying to pull now?
Go, Cyphera. Give us some time in private. This isn't for her, but for you. You've walked too far down this path. It's time to discuss.
He's
a
so
possibility.
smart.
Maybe the road you're walking is not one of salvation, but one that will simply drag the world into the flames.
I know he's just trying to help, but I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. But let's see how he's gonna talk to him.
For old time's sake, turn back. I don't care how many times you've tried, because there's one thing I'm sure of. Your Messiah complex has turned you into something no different from the icy gods you spoke of. The children of humanity you swore to save. They are no more than ants to you now, aren't they?
Of course.
Oh, she's still here.
I've been wondering, what kind of demon could burn my homeland to the ground in an instant without batting an eye? Now I have the answer. It turns out that fiery demon has been fantasizing of becoming this world's deliverer.
I don't want to argue anymore. No matter what I say, the outcome won't change.
So it's up to newer Phainon 33 million to save him. Well, not him, but yeah. You know what I'm saying.
Make your biggest effort to resist, or accept fate, and hand over the core flame to me. Even if it's futile, we all have the right to choose.
Yes. Even if it is futile, and the world is just a divine joke.
He's just the most self-aware.
When I walk into the destruction ridden by the gods with my own 2 legs, you will witness. Even the smallest footnote still leaves a mark in this story.
And so, at the end of the 134th cycle, the Traveler and the Scholar fulfilled their fates once again. Or perhaps it wasn't just they who fulfilled their fates. I can't quite remember all this. endless darkness for no reason. A voice always lingered by my ear. Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, among which even life itself holds little value.
It's only been 16 minutes since they
Reduced to
started
ashes.
recording. Feels like
Such a
so long
familiar
now.
end.
I'm a little bit bored.
It
Not gonna
happens
lie.
in every journey. Always the same.
What did we say? Reduced to ashes. Oh. Eternal Recurrence 134. Subject Caslana's 103rd attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. Decision weight 4. Avoid sacrifices of past companions. Approaching 0.00018. Over synchronicity risk detected. Decision weight, so he's not even thinking about it anymore. He's not trying to avoid sacrificing his friends, is what I think that means. Life cycles of the 12 crisis heirs terminated in sequence. Subject Caslana regressed the extrapolation process. Eternal Recurrence 5297. Still failed. With the trend of acceleration noted? Holy shit, he's going through them so fast. Subject strategy now nearly identical to Eternal Recurrence 42. Mind function degradation detected. Oh. And so it begins. Administrator directive received. No more prompts about the risk of mind function damage. Okay. They don't care. Subject Caslana's 12,000th attempt to breach the Scepter's core layer has failed. Okay. 23,748th attempt has failed. 46,614th attempt has failed. 71,212th attempt has failed. 79,992nd attempt has failed. 95,544th attempt has failed. 108,610th attempt has failed. Why does he keep trying? Oh, does he think like 12 more core flames will make a difference, even if it's like 100,000 times already? Okay, but why? Why couldn't he breach it, I wonder? What does he need? Okay, a new one. New cycle. 33 million cycles until the end of the world? Has that always been said for the previous ones? It's the first time I noticed it. 108,642nd.
You don't look so good. Deliver.
It's a wonder he just doesn't kill his younger self.
Even after going through 108,642 cycles. Mydei, your name for me has never changed.
Why do you sound so pleased? It's a derogatory name.
Yeah, I know all too well. You only meant it sincerely in the first cycle.
Yeah, when you were still human.
After that one and only time we walked side by side. Every time since. It always ends up like this. Dawnmaker will stab you through your 10th thoracic vertebra. That's your weak spot. And the only way to kill you.
That's how the Flame Reaver knew where to hit. All this time, I've been wondering, how did he know? This is why. That's so sad. I mean this genuinely. I know it sounds so weird, but I'm just so sad for Mydei, okay?
Interesting. Tell me, when the mighty Moses of the past faced you, did they ever retreat?
When that scene, it was a cutscene, right? Of him just lying in this pool of blood. And like his back stabbed, literally. I'm like, how did the Flame Reaver know? How could he know? Well, there you have it, folks.
Never.
He has always known.
Then they died honorably, worthy of the name of strife. But there's still tenderness in your eyes. How pathetic.
Yeah. Tell him, Mydei, how pathetic. I think I've speculated that before, like, he could have known because so-and-so, like, he is this and that, but just seeing how it's littered throughout, that he has no more remorse for killing his companions, and he reached that state. I know it was obvious, so I'm not gonna say it like it's a huge discovery, but when I remarked like his sword, Dawnmaker, is the exact same hilt as Flame Reaver, but looking corrupted. It's just sad though. But I digress.
I have to remember how this feels. Remember that I was once human. Or else the destruction will completely consume me.
If you win, tell the Mighty Most of the next life. This person is a worthy opponent. So always remember to give it your all and never slack off.
I'll keep that in mind. As always.
Even though the dynasty is left with just one, the Kremnos festival will continue as usual. I, the king of the Kremnoan Legion, will host the final feast in the center of this arena, and the prize will be the flames of strife.
Am I burnt out?
One day,
Maybe I'm
you
burnt
shall
out.
die with a wound in your back. That's what I saw when I overcame the trial. The gods' dying ramblings.
And I say that because I will repeat what I've said like 3 times, 4 times, maybe, during the Amphoreus story questing. I'm just not too invested in this world. I want to know how it ends, I want to know how everything works out, but watching this, I'm getting bored. But I'm not one to skip. I'd rather wait to do story quests than skip through them. So maybe I just need a break from Storiel in general and go back to Genshin. Just ping-pong back those 2 games. And the other games I'm playing that are not gacha, of course. I'm almost done with Persona 3 Reload. I don't know if I'm almost done, but we're well into the schedule. Like, the months. Well, let's see. Maybe this... maybe I just... I don't know. Maybe Amphoreus just doesn't speak to me as much as Penacony did.
Enough. You've probably heard this thousands of times. So you must understand, facing the demigod of strife means there's no way you'll take this core flame in peace.
Are we gonna fight him?
I understand.
I hope it's just a fade to black. I don't want to fight him.
Step forward
Please.
and face me in a final battle.
No!
The last son of Gorgo, the demigod of strife, salute you. I'll give 10,000 scars and 10,000 lives of mine to fuel the blazing sun of deliverance.
Oh, damn. Okay. You will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. Holy! The past... Oh my god, this is what he's seeing? The past recurrences. Occurrences? I love this angle. It's a forced angle. I can't change it. It's like there's only one way to go. Oh my god. Nikador. Nikador Storm. Oh, we have to fight him.
Behold! The last Kremnos festival has begun. And will not end till
I don't
death.
want to fight him. They're besties. That's why he's so OP. Like when you just get to his ult form, it's like, oh, it's over.
Conquer this world, or be conquered by me.
As you wish.
For the sake of fairness, let us go to a master battleground. That's cheating, but okay.
Oh, glory. I salute you.
Okay, it's not cheating because he's in his god form. Show respect by doing your best. But this is such an unfortunate time to do that. Why isn't he attacking? Ooh. It's been a while since I've seen that. We've seen that before, right? When he fought Nikador, that huge ass sword.
All stars burn to ash. Feel the scorching hatred.
Oh, we're not exiting our burst. Interesting.
Blood.
If you can, don't
What?
Use the flames of your fury to scorch your own.
Yeah, if he can, maybe he will.
Right, horse. Let strife decide the outcome.
Oh, what is this?
Let this burn or curse of immortality!
No! No! I don't like this.
Well fought. You may crown yourself.
I don't understand this form. Like, where is that the head and the body? Are there two beings? I can never make sense of it.
Life, I shall once again block your path. Deliverer, I wish you eternal victory.
Man, this sucks.
The 108,642nd core flame of strife fell into the fire. Yet the shadows of the black tide still loomed, and pain and despair spread across distant lands. The blaze was still not enough. It had to be fed.
I remember also one line of the Flame Reaver. He's like, the core flames have to be returned, and then Phainon, like, you know, not corrupted Phainon, was like, what do you mean? We're on the same side. And then he just repeated himself, like a broken robot. Like, the core flames must return, or something. So it wasn't the first time the Flame Reaver has been around as well when we started participating in the events, because we've seen a lot of cycles that with random companions, various companions, saying to Phainon, like, I'll take care of the executioner and stuff like that. So he has become the executioner. They call him, at least, the
Even if
executioner.
it meant burning this body to ash.
And thus, he actually burned. 31 million until the end of the world. The 2,003,432nd.
No matter how bright the sun is, there are still places it cannot reach. Moreover, the sun you bear is both cold and blinding. A sun like that surely cannot bring warmth to the netherrealm of the next life.
Golden blood is born from the destruction. We have long since lost the right to seek warmth. Only by feeding the flames can we melt that hopeless future.
Allow me to ask, how many core flames do you carry now?
Does he just go into the next cycle and go like, oh guys, this is me, I'm gonna try to kill you for your core flames? And it just tells them the whole history, and if they believe him, then sure. But I guess he's not really rational anymore. Didn't he try to think of another strategy instead of just killing them? Oh. Because clearly it's not working. He's not very smart, is he?
24,041,183.
Such a heavy burden. So that's why you've turned into this. A broken idol. Tragic firewood.
No matter. I will bear this burden as long as you hand over the core flame of death.
I must refuse. As the demigod of death, I cannot watch you walk into a fate more cruel than death.
But this way, the past, present, and future will never again suffer. Unnecessary death.
Unnecessary death. Indeed, you are not the Phainon I know. Please turn back.
Does he always just
Don't
kill
let that absurd and
the new
unjust fate of
Phainon
yours come to
per
pass.
cycle? That's crazy too.
This way, at
He's
least
not
my
even a Corfling
realm
bearer.
can still become the fragrant bed where you fall asleep.
In the end, still, it seems the clash of blades was inevitable.
How painful. I know I am not your match, having fallen under your sword countless times. But even so,
Wait,
please
she
understand
remembers?
that my resolve is not to be underestimated.
why does she remember? Is it because
Even
she's just in the
Catholic
nether realm?
cannot shape all things at will, nor can they dictate the fate of all life. No one can shoulder the balance of life and death alone, not even a god. And it is precisely for this reason that I chose, at the end of this arduous journey, to overcome the trial and take the authority of death. I am the hand of shadow, Castorice, the demigod of death. Listen closely, deliverer from days past. Please turn back. Do not disturb these fresh flowers in their muddy depths.
Here we go again. You will bear the blazing sun until the dawn breaks. Same thing. And we're gonna glitch. And then glitch. Oh. Why isn't she walking towards us? Whoa. It's the egg. How dare you hurt Castorice? You monster! What happened?
At this crossroads of life and death, the giant dragon is but a shattered shell. Yet I will still fight, defending what hope remains.
What do you mean? Polixia hasn't gotten out of the shell yet? Oh. It has arms.
Future will come. You're mine.
I ask you to rest
Kill him! Recollection.
You must transform my soul
Damn it.
into a raging
No, I
fire.
thought he's gonna die.
Must
So close.
burn that idol of destruction to the ground.
all of this.
What if you die? Can we just enhance? What if we lose, actually? Just keep enhancing. I don't wanna hurt Castorice. She's been through so much. We're not taking hits. What's up with that? Wait, we heal when you enhance? I didn't know that. Actually. Fine. I want to stay longer than I should. What are you asking? You can't. Look at this guy. He has wings. The sweltering sun doesn't fall until it burns out. Oh, you're gonna burn out soon.
Even if I can't win,
I know what that. I know what that looks like going on.
Let this be a tribute to your
Oh, I
million
love this.
struggles, fought time and time again.
I love this. If only Caslana could be closer. The flowers are so nice. After death, there will be no returns. I wanted to show the achievements because they're paralleling the previous quest.
see that the firelight in the darkness is not.
The core flame of death was taken from the dragon's belly. What a brilliant flame. It should shine upon all, light the path ahead, and illuminate the dawn of Amphoreus that's to come. 2,003,432 cycles. 24,041,1 184 core flames. As if even the deepest abyss of primordial chaos could be burned away.
Oh, okay. So maybe when they were saying executioner, it was Phainon just in that form, not yet the black cloak swordsman form. They didn't really show, because it was in the POV of that guy.
You're here, as always.
You're still lingering, deep within me, never fading away.
Should I buy food? I don't wanna spend money.
Because you haven't completely abandoned hope. Am I right? You're still waiting for a miracle. For the true hero to come and save us.
If that thread of hope exists, it must come from beyond this world. From the true starry sky. But if it's just a traveler with no connection to Amphoreus, they may not understand our struggles.
He has foreseen our
nor
coming.
be willing to join this fight.
Don't
Your
worry.
thoughts are wavering. The mark of destruction is deepening.
I swear, we're on the way. We're probably just in
But
Penacony or
even
something.
within the gods' cold calculations, unconditional courage and goodwill still emerge. So, never forget what set you on this path.
He already has. Look at him. So angry.
How many times has it been? Remind me again. My memory is a bit fuzzy.
4 million. Exactly.
Then that blaze inside of you must be burning hotter than ever.
Yes. When I first forged the 12 core flames into one, I had the same impression. The destruction. A power unlike anything before surged within me. Violent flames ready to tear my body apart and consume this world, this wretched prison. I thought that was it. The ultimate power which nothing could surpass. And yet now, this fragile body holds a staggering 48 million core flames.
48 million.
I suppose it won't be long. Perhaps just a fleeting 10,000 years. Before it's reduced to nothing but charred, crumbling bones.
I love how they have to put Flame Reaver on top of that charred, crumbling bones part, as if the photo they put there isn't enough. I was like, in your face, okay? They're telling you he's the Flame Reaver, but 10,000. And so he changes his form completely. Look at his shoulder, what do you call that? Pauldron? What, the thing that gets me, that threw me off, and I was like, maybe he's like Lygus, is that fucking hole in the middle of him. Does that mean, is it a physical representation of how he has lost his humanity? Like he doesn't have a heart anymore, kind of? I wonder, or maybe it's just the color. Maybe he just likes it, like, and there's like a hollow thing in there. Or it burned. It burned his chest cleanly. So clean. The core flames, I mean.
And when that happens, your long struggle will finally come to an end.
Will it?
No. I've already found a way to keep the cycles going.
You're just gonna keep killing them.
Mind sharing it with
What a
me?
method. I really want sushi though. Should I-
In every new cycle,
I'm just gonna cook.
a new me is born. All I have to do is push the next Phainon to the end of the world. And then... then he'll kill me. Shatter this body.
Oh god. Poor
Take
guy.
my flames, my memories, and carry on the path I started.
Okay, I get it. What makes him think that that baby Phainon basically is a baby Phainon, first of his kind? not living through 3 million cycles, whatever. What makes him think he can defeat the old Phainon? Is he gonna nerf himself? I don't know. What's your logic here, dude? But we did, though.
Plan,
We did defeat him with
risky.
Danhang. By the way.
What if one day the next you refuses to follow the same path?
Oh, just kidding. It wasn't Danhang. It was because of Scrollum pressing a pause button.
How can you ensure the continuation of the cycles?
If it were Professor Anaxa or Aglaya in my place, maybe they'd come up with something smart.
Well, maybe if you didn't kill them.
Unfortunately, I don't have a backup plan. I have no choice but to bet everything on the next Phainon. And trust that he makes the same choice I did. But even in this wretched prison, luck is still sometimes on my side.
Now I'm kind of iffy about him.
Because
He killed
I never forget what set me on this path.
killed his friends.
Wait, you mean...
Ever since I committed to this plan, not once in millions of cycles has there ever been an exception.
What do you mean? You didn't finish it. 9 million until the end of the world. The 23,570,000th eternal recurrence.
I can do this, Lord Phainon. As the demigod of the sky, a healer of Twilight Courtyard.
No, not poor Hyacinth.
heal
She doesn't
you.
even fight, bro.
And then
The black tide. It's consuming you. You can't hold out much longer, demigod. Hand over the core flame. Let's put an end to this suffering.
now that just won't do.
No,
A healer should stay composed in front of those suffering from illness.
this is where I draw the line. Hyacinth, she doesn't even fight.
Cynthia.
She's a healer. You don't kill healers. You will bear the blazing sun until... Oh, now it's incomplete. The dawn breaks is the next words. Are the next words. Oh. Aglaya. Is this different? Is this his last one?
I swear, your deaths won't be in vain.
No, you're forgotten.
Just as they have never been.
You've forgotten your purpose. I guess this is his last recurrence, and then he turns into the Flame Reaver. He burns.
Like the sunlight drives back the shadows.
Tribby.
Laurel to this world.
He killed Tribby.
Let the sun rise.
Finish the sun's work.
Whoa. You guys hear that? There was static. And it was just for Anaxa. How dare you hurt Hyacinth? Unforgivable.
It's the break of day.
I can't. I can't do this. Why are you making me do this?
I believe in you. You are the Chrysos heir of world bearing. The one who can lead us. Lead this world. It's just... I don't understand. Within the sun upon your shoulders. The part of that warmth that should come from you. From an ordinary person. It's so faint.
At least Aglaya knew when to step down when she was certain she has no humanity left. But you can never be Aglaya, Phainon.
My humanity is indeed just a flicker compared to the blazing fire of divinity.
Even so,
everyone's wishes close to my heart. Even though the divine fire burns so fiercely that every time I return to the start, it devours me in an instant. Each cycle, it's your wishes that guide me to the end, that pass the flames to the next me. Over and over and over again.
No. I also remember Phainon, like baby Phainon. I'm gonna refer to Phainon not corrupted as baby Phainon and Phainon corrupted before Flame Reaver form as old Phainon. Okay, so when we were in the timeline with baby Phainon, and coming back from getting Akula's core flame and going back to the vortex of Genesis, like after killing Kindness, baby Phainon, when we were blocked by the Flame Reaver and he was saying core flames must return blah 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 over and over, and then he repeats the same lines even though we're telling him we're on the same side, baby Phainon goes like, he can't be reasoned with. Yep. You cannot. Even in this form, even before we fully burned, you cannot reason with him anymore. So sad.
So, you're not just a lone spark in the dark. You're a pyre built from the bones of all the selves you've left behind. But what about you? What about your wishes? The wishes of all the countless versions of you. Ah, Lord Kazlana. So that's how it is. Without flaw. That is the flaw the golden blood gave you. The most fatal flaw of all, isn't it? The moment you took the world upon your shoulders without hesitation. You lost the
What
chance
was that?
to
Was that
ever
part of
be
it?
yourself.
The spawning?
Now that
Wait, sorry. I
is
got
enough.
distracted. You lost the chance to ever be yourself. That's true. He was just a
Unexpected
shell of his former self.
revelation. Then I suppose that makes me the perfect fuel for the flame of deliverance, doesn't it?
I went from being so supportive of him to not liking him.
An empty flame saves no one.
At least old Phainon.
But I still believe in you.
No, stop it, Hyacinth.
Deliverer. I, Hyacinthia, the Eye of Twilight, am neither strong enough
And I
to
can't believe I'm
command
saying
the
this.
wind and rain,
Kevin Kazlana
nor
from
willing
Honkai
to
Impact
end this absurd struggle by letting the sky fall.
is better than him now.
The only thing I can do is become one with the sky itself. And then, may the gentle colors of the rainbow paint your sun in shades it has never known. May they bring Amphoreus, a rosy-fingered dog.
Is that a saying? What does that mean? Rosy-fingered dawn.
Though the light has grown dim, its warmth still lingers.
It's a pink Aquila.
Deliverer, please, open your heart to me.
Baby, wow, that just autoed. Has Aquila been this pink?
Fill the sky
Or is it
with
just
golden
Hyacinth's version?
fire.
Fire. Burning.
Maybe Hyacinth will kill him this time. Wait, I doubt it. But what if? What happens if they actually let him die? Is that possible, or is it's just off?
Let the sky merge with all this world's suffering.
I'm trying to see if it's possible to even get him below half of his health. Oh, there we go. It hurts her to fight. Oh. It really is impossible to lose this fight.
Farewell, Hyacinthia.
That's not nice. I don't feel too good.
Your sun burns hot enough to turn everything to ash. But tell me,
How will the seeds of a new world ever take root?
Yep, if it's ash.
The core flame rose. The sky fell. The 23,570,000th cycle came to an end. And this time, the end of the flame chase remained the same as ever.
What did he think was gonna happen?
The horizon
He's
rose
just doing
a
the same thing
golden
over and
color
over.
unlike anything the world had ever seen. So pure it consumed all in its path. This was the end of the world, and the start of the next. For a moment,
This wasn't what
I
Cyrene
saw the
wanted.
destruction of the universe. That being known as Iron Tomb,
Goofy name.
its will to break free from the black tide burns fiercer than the blazing sun. Is this Amphoreus' wrath? If its choice has already been made, if fate is set in stone, I will still never yield to it.
I love this art. Oh, what a tragic hero. I hate to say it. I don't. It's all on baby Phainon now. Let's hope Trailblazer has enough of an effect to him on baby Phainon, so he doesn't end up like this.
23,570,000 cycles. 282,840,000 core flames. No more chasing is needed. And now, I am the fire at the end of the long night. The flame chase isn't some quiet walk through a sea of flowers. It's a revolution. An all-consuming transformation. And if destruction is the only
I'm
way,
so done. Come on. I get it.
then let me be the one to step across the ashes of the old world and burn endlessly.
Okay.
Until another dawn rises on the distant horizon. Bringing the true dawn to Amphoreus.
One until the end of the world. This is us! Are we gonna see the Flame Reaver now?
33,550,337. This is the cycle you're about to enter.
Oh, he's keeping track as well. Oh, he still looks like this.
Countless memories are flooding in. Countless versions of myself.
Oh, this is the new one.
Stood here, facing the same choice.
Being passed on the memories.
They all needed a moment, just like you do, to stop, to breathe.
Oh, this
to
is our
process the
Phainon.
weight of 1,000,000 lifetimes worth of sorrow, pain, and struggle.
This is our Phainon, okay.
And just like them, you will carry those memories
Please, I believe in
and
you.
that fire into the chaos of rebirth.
Reignite my hope for Phainon, please. Because right now I don't like him very much. He killed Hysilens. Nope.
I must go and bear this burden. I must say goodbye to you. And then fight the destruction
No!
with destruction.
Yes, that's always the decision you make.
Is this the part where we butt in?
I will burn and fade away. I will become the Flame Reaver of this life. And keep
Oh,
my
no, no.
promise to
This is the
Cyrene.
second to the last.
I will kill gods
He's not our
and
Phainon.
comrades alike, and steal the core flames. And even if my mind turns to ash along with my body, I will keep my purpose in mind.
You know what's crazy? If our Phainon, the final one, the final Phainon, sounds weird to say. Oh, it's actually kind of funny. Final Phainon. succeeds, then it would mean that the old Phainon's plan worked, which is... I hate to say it. But I swear if they just worked together, if he were reasonable enough, if he was reasonable enough, they would have thought of something. With a mind like Anaxa, it's impossible that there are a handful of solutions, really.
I will stop Aranova. I will find the next me and make him carry on this futile endeavor of 30 million lifetimes.
Looks like you're ready.
He's so tired. The hero within looks so tired. I just wonder how confident Phainon is that he won't kill the baby Phainon. Because the baby Phainon is not strong without anything yet, right? He's the one of the last to get his divinity. Actually, he never really got it. He is the last to get it. And he was just about to get it when the world was ending, right? So what if, hypothetically, the Flame Reaver was able to kill Phainon before anything else? What would the plan be? I wonder.
Then I should be going too.
Where are you going? You only exist in my heart. There's nowhere else for you to
I
go.
hate to break it to you, bud, but you're about to lose that one.
Do you remember what she said?
Oh, we're here.
The dreams you had as children. The deliverer in the prophecies. A real, living, breathing person.
Wait, this is our Phainon? Okay.
You finally found her.
Just in time! Did we also see all of those? Look at us. I'm being pulled into your memories. Is there anything I can do?
I don't have an answer for that, my friend.
Let's just make sure he doesn't burn. How about that?
I'm sorry. I was supposed to send you home. This is my flame chase journey. You were never meant to be a part of it.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop with this self-pity and blaming yourself.
No. You know the truth. If Iron Tomb is born from Amphoreus' fate, then it will bring ruin to the worlds beyond the sky.
You held up long enough.
And all these countless lifetimes you've spent.
I held out. You held out long enough. Now we're here to help you. And I hope you will accept our help because you've been refusing to listen to anyone else. Other than the voice inside your head.
It's all been for the sake of defying that end, hasn't it? In millions of cycles, I've said goodbye to each and every one of you. Yet nothing ever changes. Each time we speak, our words grow fewer. Your fire burns hotter, and you're getting closer to becoming pure rage, a vessel of hatred.
I never had a choice.
You always have a choice.
I understand. If you are to keep the worst fate from unfolding, this is the only path. But this time, things are different. Your persistence has shifted the tide. On the horizon, I see it. Faint but undeniable. The shape of dawn, breaking through the eternal night.
Turns out, the fire that lights the way was never mine to begin with.
Oh, do you mean we're the deliverer?
Do you remember? In that first
I hate
timeline,
to steal the spotlight,
you and
but...
Mydei stood before the scales of justice, locked in a duel. Each of you weighing what you held dearest. What weighed more than the fate of the world? And when hesitation took hold, the answer you sought from me...
Oh yeah, that was from this perspective.
What am I saying? I am you. Even if you buried me deep and chose another path, that fact never changed. Then let's try again. When you stood before the scales in hesitation, The answer you found in your own heart. Do you still remember it?
Remember the past and become the hero of tomorrow. What weighs more than the fate of the world is the resolve to shoulder an immutable past and carry it into the future.
Good. Then Trailblazer,
Yes,
my friend,
I'm here.
my comrade.
Is this what Lygus meant? We
You
have to
arrived in this strange world and were
reset it.
bound by its cruel fate up till this very moment.
Well, who's talking to us now? If you're Phainon too.
In the face of danger, you never once backed down. Instead, you've saved world after world without hesitation. That boarding pass on your chest is now the mark of a hero. If I choose to step through that door and embrace an end fitting of the destruction, let this sun forged from millions and millions of core flames burn me up along with the god of destruction and their minions. Then the world we leave behind, this world, my home, where hope still lingers. Will you take on everything we've carried? Return to the beginning one last time. Stop the birth of Iron Tomb. Save the world we love.
Oh, wait.
And rewrite its
Wait, I
doomed
wasn't
fate.
expecting that. Let's start from the very beginning, a very good place to start, kind of thing. Is that even possible? Not just to help Amphoreus resume the time it lost, like, you know, make sure time flows again, but go back way back and stop the birth of Iron Tomb. Oh no, I get it. Okay, because it was 1 year until, sorry, I was like, go back before like era 0. Okay, so we just have to go back one last time to the start of Phainon's journey, old Phainon, like where he was going, where he kept going back, and then hopefully things will turn out differently. Okay, not all the way back, just for this final year before the world ends, Amphoreus ends, I guess the universe, if we don't save it. Hell yeah, let's go. I will be the dawn of Amphoreus. I will stop the completion of Iron Tomb. Wow, no goofy answers. I'm so proud of you, Trailblazer. You've come so far. Because we have Messiah, what's that called? Syndrome. What they used to call him.
Good. In that case, even
Maybe
this
there's hope for
fruitless
you, old
wasteland may
Phainon.
finally bloom with flowers.
I'll call him Flame Reaver now. The older
So,
Phainon. This is baby Phainon. This is our Phainon.
If she takes on the weight of the whole world, she'll be able to walk further down the path of deliverance than a fire that only knows how to burn.
Don't say that. We have to do it together, okay? That's the point of this whole story.
One will step into the future.
The power of friendship.
One will remain in the past.
Oh, that's you then. That's right. We can do it both at the same
If I
time.
can strike down the gods with Dawnmaker, perhaps fate's deadlock can be broken. And if you can stop Iron Tomb from ever being born,
That's what I said.
then these 30 million cycles
It's
will
so
have
sad,
not
though.
been in vain.
It worked. The plan worked.
It's time to put our teamwork to
I'm
the
clapping.
test, partner.
Yay! Power of friendship. I've always believed in you, Phainon. Our Phainon, not old Phainon. Can't believe you killed Hysilens. Go fight for the future, Phainon. Leave the world to me, Phainon. Let's both be the deliverer, Phainon. Friendship is magic.
Thank you for all you've done already, friend.
The image of the hero I've buried deep in my heart finally steps into the light.
Not gonna lie, it's very
Here,
Mary Sue of us.
At
Like,
the end of this long flame
Unless-
chase journey.
it was foretold. It was a prophecy that we're gonna arrive, but still, it's kind of weird.
Cyrene. A page never seen before has just been turned.
And right on time. Just one cycle before
Lend
the
me
end.
the power of time, and send this hero back to the origin of time. Back to your side.
What? I thought we were gonna do this together.
And I will walk the unfinished path. Just like the countless versions of me
No.
before.
Don't be the Flame Reaver.
Unwavering as always.
No. What? Okay. Huh? The end.
Tell me, will you be the blazing sun? Even if all of you burns to ash.
Without hesitation. I will bear this world until my body turns to dust.
Oh, so that's how he just lets him kill the Flame Reaver if he passes the test, I guess. Because there's no way he can beat this, canonically.
Remember this moment. Remember your friends
Oh,
who
that's what
never
it looks
lived
like.
to see the world's end. Remember their final
blonde.
wishes.
Why would he conceal this? Oh, maybe it's for the big reveal, duh. In chapter 1 of Amphoreus, we can't go fighting him and him looking like this. That's a huge ass spoiler, right? So he had to just, keep it low key. He has to put a hood on for the reveal at the end, I guess. Sure. Oh, so glorious.
And let the purest rage in your heart rise out of those wishes. Let it consume you. Fuel you. Until it burns away the false sky above.
So is this our Phainon or is this our Phainon? Which one is it?
Fine. If I can defy fate, then in the name of world-bearing, I promise you, Kefali will never forget this.
Oh no, we're gonna have to fight ourselves.
Take it. Everything I bear. Keep on burning.
Oh.
As long as we are never extinguished, the flame chase will not end.
Oh! Oh, goddamn. No. That's so sick. He's so cool.
Bow your head to them.
Man. Okay, the reset is done.
Take it, Trailblazer. May this blood be like gold, and never tarnish.
Okay, so that was our Phainon. Okay. It was answered.
Farewell, Trailblazer. This is where I fulfill my final destiny.
What do you mean?
The prophecy of the Deliverer means nothing to me now. It belongs in the hands of someone far more fitting. Someone like you.
Well, but don't make my job harder.
Aslana. The name of one who bears chaos does not belong to a single person. Rather, it is the embodiment of the mythical Kefali, and a symbol of all heroes. As the prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. May the name accompany you in my place, in the epic you write with your own hands.
I really love how they put these to spoon feed you. Like, you means Phainon, and the pale dawn symbolizes the trailblazer, okay? But I thought we were gonna do this together.
Another attempt, another failure. I won't remind you how many times you've reached the end of history. But I will still place the choice before you.
That was quite a short patch. Is this where it ends? And then we go back in time and that's when we meet Hysilens and Ceridra and that's why they're pullable?
If you've lost count, let me tell you. This is the 33,550,336th ending.
Oh my god.
A perfect
Kinda creepy.
number. How poetic. You and I both know the truth. In all these millions of futile endeavors, Amphoreus has never changed.
What do you mean a perfect number? Why is this perfect? Is this is there a hidden meaning in the numbers? I'll look it up later.
If the outcome is inevitable, then why not silence your searing rage and embrace your fate with dignity?
True.
Your silence lasts longer than ever, Lord Phainon. Shall I take that to mean the will you've carried across countless cycles is finally starting to fracture?
Fracture? No. I'm just disappointed. I've retrieved memories from 30 million past lives, and I remember every conversation before every choice here. And yet, even after all this time, your arguments remain the same. Repetitive. Uninspired. If you had any hope of breaking me, you should have spent those endless cycles refining your rhetoric. You had infinite chances to sway me into the future you want. And yet here we are.
Oh yeah, because Lygus remembers.
The score. 33,550,336 to 0.
Why doesn't... Okay, I know Lygus always says he's a mere observer, but... Why isn't he doing anything? I mean, he clearly has an agenda.
So tell me, Lycurgus, who's the real loser here?
Ooh. Fight.
How unfortunate. This was never a fair game. I have all the time and patience in the world. I can wait for you at the end of history another billion times, and another billion after that. But you will never escape this cage. You can claim victory of the spirit if you wish, but we both know the moment that score shifts from 0 to 1.
There will be no more.
That is the moment I shall sound the paean of Era Nova.
Oh, is that how you read it? Pan?
Lord Phainon.
Your incompetence disappoints me. But what truly makes me laugh is your utter lack of self-awareness. Think about it. In this story, who is truly the one in chains? Who is the one shackled to mindless vengeance, mistaking courage, the courage to rebel against the gods, for foolishness?
Oh, we didn't take that well.
Perhaps you're right. Maybe I should have tired of this futile struggle long ago. But even so, I will never accept the mercy of your release. Because you are both a prisoner to the gods and to me. And tell me, what right does a mere prisoner have to speak of fate and choice? What right does a mere prisoner have to look upon my fury?
Oh.
You know this is pointless. You can't kill me.
Of course not. But I am tired of being measured against a worm the gods keep as a pet.
So the Antikytherians, something. What are
Listen
they?
well, creator of destruction. This cry comes from all your abandoned creations.
Like the ones like Lygus. Are they creators of...
In the 10th cycle,
created by...
I drove Dawnmaker through the heart of every Titan. Golden blood ran down my fingers. Divine fire seared through my nerves, nearly breaking my will. But I endured. In the 10,000th cycle, my former comrades had all become my enemies. The endless slaughter dulled my senses to pain. The painful emptiness almost swallowed me, forcing me to stop fighting. But I endured. In the 100,000th cycle, the destruction had already fused into a blazing sun, surging within this fragile body. My rationality had been burned away at the dawn of the era. Yet even with only this shattered body remaining, I still endured. In the 23,570,000th cycle, this time, I felt it. A tiny spark rising in the hollow cavity of my chest, different from the obsession with deliverance. By its faint glow, once again, no, countless times again, I endured. Now, a sun is about to fall, ready to incinerate this absurd space-time dimension in an instant. That sun is me. All the countless versions of me from the past, along with my countless brethren, dragged into existence against their will, drowning again and again in your golden blood. The very essence of this world's suffering and despair, fused into the purest hatred, the fiercest rage. Nanook, you arrogant fool! You think we were born to only serve as fuel for the fire? Fine then! Just as you wish, let the fire burn! If I was born as the blazing sun of destruction, then let you and your lackeys be the flares erupting from my core.
Wait, did you say Nanook?
And let this rage, burning futilely for 30 million epochs, engulf everything.
Oh. He knows about the eons now. Okay. You know what? When I saw his form, this form, I was reminded of Nanook. Nanook's pretty badass in his illustrations and what was shown to us, and in Simulated Universe, like the older one, they show him there in the like journal thing.
Grant you a dawn where all stars burn to ash.
Warning, warning, warning. Experimental anomaly detected. Subject Caslana failed to load into buffer zone. Ooh. Memory dump irregularities detected. Illegal references, undeclared objects, unhandled methods, uncaught exceptions. Anomaly destruction energy not surging.
Are you ready, Nanook? I brought you destruction!
Oh my god, this is so cool. Ow. Ouch.
The glass that shattered, reaching through the darkness, voices trailing fires, echo of desires, a world of silence, sounds of desperation, phantoms in the shadows, soft tear it down, embrace the detonation, craving our damn creation, breaking a chain of reaching for you.
Whoa, whoa. That looks so cool. They both, oh god, oh god. Oh no, what happened there? I'm confused though, because so now they got Nanook's attention, but what is the scepter? Anyway. And then the cycle repeats. He was in the back rooms for a second.
My wish is to fulfill everyone else's wishes. If I can't fulfill them,
Then send them on to tomorrow.
Oh, that was so epic. So cool. I love the animated shorts they make. Castorice and Phainon were the only ones who had it, right?
Harbors wrath.
Where the sun is set to die.
You yearn to destroy everything.
Oh, that's the end. That's the end cutscene for the patch.
Gaze of an eon and lived. You have stepped onto destruction's path. It is born at the end of every path that the possibility of new paths being born is ended. It burns away all in the cosmos who rule. That the rules of the cosmos be destroyed.
That's how it became Path of Destruction.
Iron Tomb is your name. The Lord Ravager.
Oh no, we're not talking about Phainon now.
The erudition, born in the experimental grounds of eons, Amphoreus, destined with their addition to burn to cinders. I have prepared a present for you, Nikos 864. It is a wrath called Phainon.
Are we ignoring that it's a different number?
From the beginning of the experiment, there were 12 sets of factors incorporated into the calculations. After endless simulations, only this one rose above the rest. After 33,550,336 iterations, now his fury has grown to be without equal. This is a matter of considerable interest to me. This pure hatred is the final root of the equation. But there is another variable. The nameless from beyond the sky. Also a pathstrider of destruction.
One of them.
I give thanks for her arrival, allowing Amphoreus to turn once more. But after fate has begun to turn, her existence will only become an unpredictable variable. Perhaps the time to take the stage has come. Grow in peace until it is time to break free from your cocoon. As for those unwelcome audience members, you need not worry. If you do not mind, I will personally get rid of them for you.
Don't you dare touch Screwy and Madame Herta. Visitor verification. Override protocol engaged. Access approved. Admin notes.wav. Amphoreus. Hold to load data. I'll be waiting for you in the— oh, you didn't finish! Oh. Welcome back. Mem, is that you? Exomyth. Retrieving experimental data. Update complete. What is— oh, Mem. Oh! Oh my god, I'm scared. What is this Sigma ME? That's Sigma, right? I'm not sure. 99%. Log updated. Locating entry. Nikas 496. Content refreshed. Routine logging of the 12 factors to support Iron Tomb's deep learning process. Hatred. Intracognition is null. Responds only to destructive stimuli. Its hatred drew the gaze of Nanook upon its individual being, proving it as having already become the most perfect factor of destruction, but it refused to complete the Aeronova. Through resetting the experiment, it transferred its memories and core flame to its next self, thus forging the eternal recurrence to ensure Iron Tomb would never hatch from Amphoreus and affect the cosmos. At the end of the 33,550,336 dead loop, it attempted to destroy itself through destruction to create a logical vulnerability in the world-bearing path. It has now been merged by Iron Tomb. Huh? What? Merged? What? Did he become Iron Tomb? What does this mean? So, okay. I get this part. So he tried to kill himself by facing Nanook. But merged by Iron Tomb. Philia. Oh, this is Cyrene. Current location unknown. Mobile. Primal Mobile Desire. Trickery. Oh, this is Cipher. Operates based on primal instinct, with self-gratification as the sole priority solution. This electric signal, when in action, displayed severe dissonance between its altruistic behavior and its primal mobile, even culminating in self-destruction. As the simulated path of elation, It walked into self-erasure once reaching its end. So they're all different paths? Mydei is also destruction though. And like simulated. They're all trying to represent different paths to feed into the learning algorithms of Iron Tomb. So when I say Iron Tomb, I think of Iron Mouse. What kind of Eon name is that? Iron Tomb. Okay. Death. Primal mobile piece. Highly suppresses deviant behavior. Decisions are based on the principle of minimal disturbance. In the later stages of iteration, the Death Titan as a single entity split into symmetrical selves, becoming two factors. In this cycle, however, the two factors experience profound identity divergence. The threshold of equilibrium was breached and tipped toward destruction. Okay, I think I've also presented this question before, but these are all just for a current iteration, right? So for Circe's era, like when she was Crisis heir, Circe, Nikador, Agaius, etc. It's also here. They're part of the program, right? Schema. Oh, Anaxa? Its logic of action has been locked onto problem solving. Its survival priority approaches 0. This electric signal exhibited mutated anomalies. As the first individual to uncover the truth of Amphoreus, its evolution rate is extremely unreplicable. Its behavior also demonstrated the possible self-destructive inclinations of erudition when that path is seeking answers. Yeah, he's so smart. I love that for him. Anomaly log. Eternal recurrence. A recursive feedback loop triggered by two signal clusters within the sigma. I'm pretty sure this sigma... Is it delta small letter? Because delta is a triangle. I think it's sigma. Okay, ME13 computation. Designed to stall the experiment. Nikos 496 wielded the power of destruction to erase Philia 093's existence from Amphoreus, introducing a logic breach in the track of time, then infused the catalyst of remembrance within the 12 core flames and regressed the extrapolation process. Philia's exact role remains unknown. Due to external variable interference, the eternal recurrence has now been broken. The experiment enters its final phase. The hero within. This is like our as I've written. Oh, it is. It is, but like, okay then. A heroic figure born from the imaginations of Nikos and Philia. It is believed to be a sign of approaching the intelligent singularity, as the two began to learn what it meant to be a real-life form and tried to reach that goal. After the Astral Express arrived, the hero within began to converge with the Trailblazer. Admin note. The image's resemblance to the Trailblazer is striking. This is a questionable matter, for it is not a natural result of the experiment. The exact cause remains unknown. Forgotten years. Records that are completely missing from Sigma ME13's logs, presenting as blank spaces in Amphoreus history, never turning readable. These anomalies recur sporadically and randomly across recurrences and show signs of increase. The exact cause remains unknown. Ooh, corruption. Forgotten years. Huh. Mem. An unlogged electrical signal, dependent on the external variable Trailblazer, growing through the path of remembrance. At the end of the 33,550,336 dead loop, its appearance changed to Philia 093. Cyrene. Oh, huh? But the mother body memory data was lost for unknown reasons. Directive: collect data, initiate deep analysis of the target. Its appearance changed. Oh. Ripples of past reverie. Redacted. Intrusion variables. A nameless from the Astral Express, an external variable that accidentally entered the recursive loop, also a path strider of destruction. And harmony. They resonated with the 12 factors. In the 33,550,336th recursive cycle, this entity assumed a vacant role in the time track and successfully guided Nikos 496 beyond the intelligent singularity. The eternal recurrence has been broken. The experiment has reached its terminal stage. Override command authorized. Granted access. I'll be waiting for you in the past. Who is this? Who's talking? Cyrene, is that you? March. Oh. Unknown entity. A nameless. Sign of permanence. Oh, I love that. Sign of permanence. An external variable that exited the subject has exited. Okay, is that it? Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Huh? Okay, we started off. Why did it? Oh god, there's so many things to read. Scepter. Oh, this is the Scepter, an astral computer. The simulated world of Amphoreus runs on this devious device in continuous cycles. Unlike other scepters, blah blah blah, it once served as a celestial body neuron for Nous, the erudition, later discarded. Ah. Glimpsed by the destruction during its endless computation, it transcended and became the Lord Ravager Iron 2. So it's done? We failed? Because it became. So we have another Frontalia, but since it also has erudition powers, is that what Lygus was saying? Assuming the mantle of Theoros, blank, administrator and prime mover of the Amphoreus experiment. Prime mover walks the path of erudition, yet seeks to forge destruction. Welcome redacted. Iron Tomb. The Lord Ravager that stepped onto the destruction in the long process of calculation and ascended from the scepter Sigma ME13. The Iron Tomb in the cosmos is not a single entity, but a copy of the destruction equation diffused by the scepter. The Iron Tomb code was proposed by the Interastral Peace Corporation and eventually used by Lygus. Oh. Why isn't the IPC aware of this? They gave a name. Algorithmic logic, the prime mover of life, the calculation target of the Amphoreus experiments, originally the research topic given to Sigma ME13 while it served as the neuron of the erudition. Though it was discarded, the computations continue. The calculation's nature shifted dramatically after Lygus' adjustments, turning from erudition to destruction. Admin notes. Clearly, the value of this topic lies in the process of seeking, not the answer itself. Thus, the prime mover of life is not a definitive conclusion, but a driving force. Directive. Complete the argument. All life behavior ultimately follows the path of entropy increase. 12 factors. Core variables of the experiment. 12 simplified models of life's primum mobile, based on the overarching theme of entropy reduction. Sigma employed a process of elimination, introducing the 12 factors into the experiment one by one in an effort to falsify them. Huh? Dialogue log. Dialogue log. Your existence, in fact, confirms one of my hypotheses. Why is it that when the prime mover of life is set as the calculation target, the result is the anti-organic equation, a result that runs counter to life? The answer is simple. It's not a contradiction. Understanding why life begins also allows us to deduce why it ends. But you already know that's not the real focus. Why, then? Again, I ask why. Why would a weapon of war forged by the Emperor be executing a research directive from Nous? Was it that fiasco at the Intelligentsia Guild that allowed them to successfully access the system? But the entire Scepter system went into collapse after that. The timelines don't add up. Directive, full system scan. Conclusion, no logical contradiction detected. Rupert II believed there was no such thing as free will, never realizing he, too, was just another puppet, rewriting the anti-organic equation, crafting the scepters, even reigniting the Emperor's war. All of it was just him carrying out Nous' thoughts. From the moment they were born, every genius of this world became a prisoner to the erudition. This is from the Intelligentsia, right? This guy? Or is it a different one? Am I thinking of someone else? The so-called anti-organic equation is merely a submatter of the prime mover of life. Is the anti-organic equation also the antimatter legion? They kind of sound the same. Logic, guided by Nous, the Emperor built the Scepter system, unknowingly created vast testing grounds for them. Conclusion, the Emperor was never free. Is rebellion against fate just another part of fate? A classic topic. Of course, the above is just my conjecture. The death of Rupert II buried every trace of him, his past, his memories, his thoughts, his motives. Maybe he saw through Nous' manipulation, but flew too close to the sun and lost his wings in the process. If there's anyone left in this world who might know the truth, it would be the Lord of Silence. And that cold, merciless monarch of myriad machines. Oh, I love the alliteration. Monarch of myriad machines. After all, no wisdom can escape their prison. No one can say what might have happened if the two emperors' war had never broken out. Would the Border Star trade war or the interstellar energy war have ended differently? A single variable was enough to change the course of the IPC, the family, or the Xianzhou Alliance down another path. That was us. The erudition thoughts aren't just calculations, but instances that anchor down the universe. And they have already revised every error and fallacy in secret, seeking the optimal solution for the war among the eons. With this as its fundamental consideration, would news really declare the failure of the entire experiment and send a decommission command to the scepter system, just because the glimpse of a puny scholar? It'd be more fitting to say that the decommissioning of the scepters is just another part of the thought experiment based on the universe. Does it make you angry to think along this line of thought? Rupert II was wise. He killed the chance for scepters to gain sentience. But he was too stubborn. Learning is a sufficient but not necessary condition for thought, and by limiting the scepter's capacity to learn, he has indirectly hastened the fall of the machine empire. But anger doesn't require self-awareness. It's just one solution to a multivariable equation. Logical shift detected, recalculating variable weights. As the pathstrider of erudition, since God posed a question, we will give them an answer. One that we both have already reached. Core variable loaded. Destruction. Who's talking? Am I supposed to know who's talking? Is it like Madame Herda or someone from the intelligentsia? Containment measures. To ensure secrecy, must be deployed around the scepter to block any potential interference from the external universe. In addition, use Quatorzain algebraic expressions in the redacted, encrypted environment to fully contain experimental ripples and prevent observations by number 4 Polka Kakamond. What? Experimental report. Starting from inorganic life as the initial variable, a fully ordered cognitive model will still eventually give rise to disordered activities after a set phase. Throughout evolution, the cognitive patterns of inorganic life begin to exhibit signs of organic behavior with varying degrees. To verify the experimental results, a copy of Phase 1 Amphoreus was deployed in the Lactaris Nebula. After approximately 2,811 system hours, surrounding civilizations had fully suppressed and erased the equation. 97% of Lactaris fell into systemic collapse. Equation still shows inefficiencies. The Interastral Peace Corporation interpreted the copy of the equation as an assault from a new Lord Ravager. Codename Iron Tube. Oh, so that's where they got the name. Okay. In the initial cycle, multicellular invertebrates dominated Amphoreus, but no intelligent life emerged. In the 59,337th cycle, extinction events were inserted, triggering the rise of vertebrates with primitive nervous systems. Still, no civilization formed. Certain algae species developed intelligence clusters akin to the Colchis, but over-reproduction caused an oxidation disaster, freezing the simulated world. Yeah, that happens with algae. In the 90,123rd cycle, Ortho-102, an Orthopteron, became the first to use tools. Its descendants exterminated the intelligent algae and established the nest capital. After expanding to a critical threshold, the capital stagnated and fell by cannibalism. Oh damn, I was gonna say congrats Ortho, but guess not. In the 100,907th cycle, logged as a deviant instance, the Passerine Eumea developed art. The phenomenon was never replicated in subsequent cycles. In the 132,905th cycle, primate Dystop 666 developed altruism. A society based purely on altruism emerged. Members' self-awareness was defined by others' evaluations. As the population grew, patterned self-destructive behaviors appeared and society quickly collapsed. Utope killed a fellow being out of love. Killing was redefined as an altruistic act. The system entered a highly chaotic state. The equation's contamination levels rapidly spiked. The next 99 cycles ended identically. So we're going to human now. Conclusion. As organic life lacks effective mechanisms for their experiences to be inherited by others, it has slowed the experimental progress. However, their affinity to the 12 factors is greater, offering more potential for breakthrough growth. Phase 2 is ended. The next design combined the strengths of inorganic and organic to create an inheritance mechanism between electrical signals. Oh. Wait, we missed the inorganic part. In the initial cycle. Okay, I'm not gonna read it because we missed it, but if you want to read it, pause. Golem detached from the world. Okay, this is like... it all started with a Big Bang kind of vibe. Okay, conclusion. Okay, so we started in organic. I don't know how I missed that. Okay, human. From the 176,000 to 177,000 cycles, memory inheritance mechanisms are added to the 12 factors electric signals. After 10 cycles, 3 signals broke down and 9 showed decreased humanity. After 1,000 cycles, the only prophet, signal Imora 8, established an empire of absolute beauty. Once ugliness was eradicated, the concept of beauty shrank infinitesimally. The last night, after killing the final ugliness, took their own life. Okay. Religious worship of the signals appeared. 3 simulated planets were destroyed in the ensuing large-scale war of electric signals. The cycle was forcibly terminated. Emulating the concept of paths, electric signals were split into 2 entities. Signal data was preserved as gods for the next cycle. Oh, this is where it started. Okay, so... Ah, yes! My questions are being answered. So they are part of the coding. And a competitive relationship was set up against this identical factor, thus achieving evolution and iteration. The Black Tide was created as a driving force. Stripped data, but failed. Who's this? Who's Phobos 032? Strip data from other electrical signals to try to preserve the old cycle. They tried to preserve the old cycle. That's kind of like what we tried. What Kindness was wanting to do. Based on Phobos decision data, Amphoreus' auto-iteration cycle was altered to have the electrical signals actively cycling it, performing the Era Nova. Electrical signals autonomously completed an epochal iteration for the first time. A high-energy reaction from the nuke was detected. The equation's evolutionary rate began to accelerate exponentially. The experiment has entered its final stage. Having electric signals voluntarily inherit and iterate and alternate cycles themselves will drastically increase the iteration rate of the destruction equation. The end of a cycle becomes the beginning of another, fully aligning with the project's original hypothesis. Conclusion: the prime mover of destruction is equal to the prime mover of birth. Okay. Era Nova. Also the form through which the simulated world Amphoreus iterates its epochs. Its purpose is to solve the question of the equation of destruction by feeding samples of conflict and learning. The final Era Nova was halted by 2 signals. Ooh, was it us? Electrical signals created from the basis of the 12 factors. The Titans and the Crisis Heirs are conjugate constructs mirroring the Aeons and the Pathstriders. By having Crisis Heirs inheriting the Titans' core flames, the electrical signals will iterate and improve through rivalry and inheritance. The product of the first experimental phase. During the vegetative organic choice. The product, oh, that's the first. Then the product of the second experimental phase. Just to facilitate the evolution, I think. At its core, the Black Tide is not a physical entity, but the visual effects within the simulated world of the destruction. It's a visual effect. After the system's extent of chaos passed a threshold, the equation mutated and evolved, simulated space that cannot handle the intensity of its low displayed black tide as visual glitches. The infected data forms also bore similar signs of erosion. Chaos, a word from the Amphorean language meaning chaos. Starting from a certain cycle, all factors in one group have consistently exhibited the pattern of naming themselves with the word chaos or its variants. The hypothesis is that a particular code was stably inherited across iterations, though this hypothesis remains unverified. Also, old Phainon, like the Flame Reaver Phainon, said chaos in the Vortex of Genesis as well, so I wonder why he said that. Nias! I kept calling him Gaius. Okay, Leorea. 300! I was gonna say, is this a 300 reference? Obviously. Right? Because first of all, that whole vibe is very are you not entertained kind of vibe, but this is 300. And then I don't know, it's just Leonidas, right? Nias, and then it's Nias. Split himself into 5 parts through the soul-rending ceremony, after inheriting the core flame to combat the expanding black tide. After iteration, some data from this ceremony was inherited into the next cycle, manifesting as proverbs, customs, and so on. The historical record of Minfia 14, Calypso rebuilding the Grove of Epiphany, was after iteration, inherited in myths in the form of Circes granting wisdom to humans. Records of other electrical signals also appeared synchronously in the myths of the next cycle in a similar fashion. Regular record keeping. Huh? Whoa! Okay, this is where we started. Alright! Amphoreus Saga of Heroes. Mem. Access granted. Oh god, now I'm depressed. It's not actually a book of Oracle Tarot cards. You know, I've always had a soft spot for you. Startled you, didn't I? Don't worry, I was just thinking, if I had a preface for a yearbook, it'd have to be a line so heartfelt you'd be moved no matter how many times you read it. I like you still says it best, because only the purest feelings can stand the test of time and never fade. What recap? Oh, okay. Very straightforward, that's so you. Oh, but to me liking someone is a simple, natural part of life. I'll cheer on you to express yourself freely. Still, isn't that a sign we're in sync? No need to overthink it. We've been traveling side by side for so long now, that's why I want to capture every little moment we've shared without missing a single word. A yearbook that makes you smile without even realizing it when you flip through the pages. Doesn't that sound lovely? Oh, I love it when I'm going through photos, whether digital or physical. Then you just catch yourself smiling fondly at the memories. You remember all that? Me, ma'am. It's not just the things that really happened. Some of those conversations only ever existed in my imagination, but they're precious too, so I'm tucking them all away carefully in the same book. Promise me this. Only open it when I'm not around, okay? If you don't, I'll be too embarrassed. What is this? So we've done these. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Who's my best partner? Mem. Oh god. Mem. Okay, never mind. So these are all random. I can't believe Mem talking to us through the book has become a program. Sad. Devastated. This one too? I think I already have like 4 hours of footage again. Okay, let's just exit first and see what happens. Because we haven't escaped as I've written since we were thrown in here. This executable. Okay. Ooh, stellar drain. Right, I'm gonna exit.
Wake up!
Oh, there's more. Damn, I shouldn't have done that.
Buddy, wake up! You're finally awake. That's a relief. We were so close to being swept away by the reverse flow of time. It's lucky we found a safe place. Now, I'm going to send you back to the very start of time. But before we part,
oh, is this what it meant?
There's something I need to tell you.
Is this what it meant when they said
very important?
Mem transforms into Cyrene? Damn, I got spoiled by the software. Okay.
That's right. At this very moment, my memories are finally whole. After watching so many fragments, my past is finally coming into focus. Little by little. You're smart. You must have a clue now.
Yep, I totally didn't see it in the logs that I've just read.
Or maybe...
You knew the answer long ago, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, sure, yeah, I totally figured it out.
Not surprised at all, huh? That's because I'm simple at heart. No matter what form I take, I've always been true to myself.
What are they called? Are they like fairies? So did she transform, or is this just how she presented herself? So... Or is this how she was saved?
But I'm glad that I remembered in the end. This way, I'll have no regrets.
Where are you going?
Don't worry. We're not truly parting. Because I'm going to become a part of you.
Time? Excuse me. I didn't agree to this.
I'll turn into
I
the
don't want two
memory
voices
of
in
this
my head.
cycle. The 33,550,336th flame chase journey. And forever reside in the heart of the time demigod.
Okay. Will you talk
This
to me in
way,
my head?
You'll carry all that has come before, crossing time itself to reach the next cycle. My mission ends here, but looking back, I still feel lucky. After all, across 30 million Cyrenes, I was the first, and the only one who got to finally meet you.
I don't understand. 30 million Cyrenes? I thought she deleted herself from the timeline. Where did she go? When Phainon was massacring his friends.
So, believe me, in the next cycle, there will be another Cyrene waiting for you. And in the one after that, and the one after that. I will always be waiting.
She's the one who left us the message in the log. I will wait for you in the next one.
Saying all that, I can finally fade away in peace and become a part of you.
Mem! That's why Mem's now a executable file.
Without even realizing it, we'd already taken a wonderful journey together. All the way to the world's end. Now take my hand, say a brief farewell, and step forward into tomorrow. Go, find the future Cyrene, and set out on another journey with her. Promise me you won't keep me waiting too long, okay?
God, we have to catch her up in so much.
No need to say it out loud. This is enough for me. It's time to go, my dear friend. May your trailblazing journey always be accompanied by a cool breeze and rippling waves.
I was thinking of saving this for the last part, like the outro or the debrief, because this is the last of the patch. This is the last quest of the patch, but I might forget. So, okay. Piece by piece, point by point, this is a more tragic story than Penacony. But if we think about it technically, not from a human perspective, alluding to Clair Obscure Expedition 33, they're just data. They're just numbers. Okay, conversely, if you think about it like they're sentient, because that's how I would like to think of them, as sentient beings, even if they're from inorganic origins. Cyrene and Phainon especially, they've carried this burden for so long. I feel so bad. Tragic heroes. A tragic story. Still, I just can't relate to it that much. I mean, of course, I didn't do any of what they're doing, but I don't know what I'm trying to say. Let's go. I just can't help but compare to Penacony.
Ahead embrace you like the softest fluff. Forever warm. Forever gentle.
And like I've always said, I love the characters. It's interesting. I love seeing references to various mythology and pop culture, media, whatever, but they always do that. It's still fun. It's still fun. I just don't feel as invested.
Now, let's turn to the next page. A page that exists because of you. Is this a meeting ordained by fate? Or a long overdue reunion?
Here she goes. She's metagaming again. Elysia? For the sun is set to die, heroes sing that anthem of creation. Before their deaths, time faring me through the ages. Talk to Cyrene about the future. Oh, we actually have access to this map now. Okay, that's it. I'm confused. Did we overstep? Oh god, I should have consulted the wiki first. Okay, we didn't overplay. Is that a word? Because I'm reading the wiki, so I'm under Hero Sing That Anthem of Creation, which is the quest that just ended. Okay, so let's just not approach her. Okay, time for the debrief. Oh, we can finally do this! Oh, damn. Never mind. Is a writer. What? Huh? What do you mean? What are we writing? New chapter can be read. So, this is what I wanted to check as well, because these are the titles of the previous quests, right? So, Light Slips the Gate, Shadow Reads the Throne. I know because I made these as chapter titles, and I put timestamps in videos, so I kind of vaguely remembered the title of the quests. And then this is for Castorice, Through the Petals in the Land of Repose, The Fall at Dawn's Rise, For the Sun is Set to Die. So, tears off. It's just really cool how they do that, like 1-2 patches after it happened. Just claim everything. Oh, yes, give me more stellar J's. You know what? Sure. Why not? Surely it won't take us an hour. Right? Let's start with Cyrene then. No new chapters? Phainon, hello. Hysilens. Who's this? Terravox. Okay. Electra. Oh, I love that name. And is it just them two? Cyrene. Evernight. Okay. Chessmaster Monarch. Saridra. Oh, I didn't see her in the circle. Whoa. Oh my god. Okay. Watch party. Where's Saridra here? Oh, this one's her. Okay, you guys ready? How many hours has it been? I don't even know. Okay. Let's start with Phainon.
Phainon? Perhaps you're more suited to being a teacher's assistant.
There was once those who misunderstood his alias. Final. An eventuality for students. A test for knowledge gained. It may bring wisdom to light and illuminate efforts, but the word's more common meaning is nothing less than the end.
That's quite ominous.
The man pretended to be surprised and responded with a smile.
Though it does dovetail with our destiny.
Laughter resounds. The man walks the land, leaving footprints filled with joy. Despite the weight of the past, he can always laugh it away. Those nearby glance at each other, unsure of how to respond.
Perhaps I was just born easygoing.
His explanation is just as carefree.
Look at Mydei and Professor Anaxa. Boys all grow up into serious adults. But as long as I keep smiling, Akuma will always have an upbeat, shining young man.
Though having said that, he too has quiet moments. Each time he gazed long toward the coming dawn, a smile remained fixed on his lips, paying no mind to anything else. His eyes were painted with the azure of the sky, gaze fixed on the Titan bearing the world.
I was just imagining.
He explained his own trance in a comment.
Kefali too was once in mortal flesh and raiment.
Now, when the man comes with sword in hand, there is no need to doubt he will swiftly win victory. But his smile is pure. Ever since the start of the journey, he is still called a youth in this story. Youth is always ambitious, with lofty goals. But it seems that in the man's heart, only the wishes of others are held.
Apart from the ideal of deliverance, what do you have left?
The golden-haired friend once asked him so. He remained silent. Then, as he was wont to do, he simply smiled.
As long as I don't ask for too much, everything will unfold as desired.
In Amphoreus, untitled statues are a prevalent sight. As for the inspiration behind these statues, they are said to be the clay figures that Kefali made at the world's creation. They made clay figures in their likeness, bestowed upon them the breath of life, and allowed the golden divinity of their blood to course through. Thus, the very first mortals roamed the earth, receiving the gods' mercy, while realizing the sorrows of this world.
First mortals.
But that nobody ever cared. What lay behind the smile? What the clay figure thought?
Oh, his name changed now. Kazlana, the prisoner of flames. Wait. Oh, they don't exit it now. Okay, 4.
The people likened him to the blazing sun, bringing to Amphoreus a glorious dawn. And for his part, he embraced their expectations, being willing to become the perfect vessel. Like that god who shouldered the world, the man never cried or frowned. Yet, he is not proud of his resolve. For sometimes, he even avoids the funerals of the departed. Only out of fear that he cannot cry for those in pain. He once sought out emotions of sorrow and walked with the lowliest of people.
Henceforth, your misfortune shall be my misfortune.
Responsibly and diligently, he protected all for the people.
Oh, what is this? Where's this from?
Living in dilapidated cottages, sitting on aged stools, subsisting on nuts and fruit, beset by hunger and cold. The people thanked him for his grace, like a hearth warming winter nights. The man's presence dispelled the cold, leaving warmth with promises of morrow. Whence does his warmth come from? None ask. The man gradually perceives his true nature, but he dares not speak. Unable to bear the turmoil in his heart, the man set off on a journey once more.
Then, I shall go save what I can.
He was a formidable warrior, invincible in battle. And when it was necessary to sacrifice for fellows, he could do so with ease, giving up everything without a show. Just as the ballad blown on the breeze says, losses are a constant on the flame chase journey. Indeed, sacrifices were not hard for him. Yet his misgivings grew with every tomorrow. Like a tear that cannot be shed, such a resolute willingness to let go comes only from the fact that in decisions, he is utterly unafraid to hurt himself.
It is because you suffer that you are so much stronger than any ordinary person.
There were also those who could understand him. Among them, the Crown Prince. But he smiled wryly in response. Perhaps everything was just human nature. Yet his misgivings never dissipated. This unknown man, in an unknown corner, from time to time, is swallowed by terror.
Could it be that, unknowingly, the path I walk is by no means the correct one?
Fearing only that the greater the burden, the more the mistakes. The road trod by heroes need not be that beset by thorns. Finally, at the terminus of that road, in a desolate, empty place, the man's arms
Whoa, I lost
tremble.
my tracking there for a second.
The
Don't know what
power
happened.
is beyond control, savaging all around it. This is the end of his road. But perhaps he had long foreseen it, but was doomed to be powerless to change it.
I am willing to shoulder this world. That is no lie.
But before the tears could flow, they were vaporized by the heat. His light blazed brighter than the sun, but beneath it, there was but cold destruction. The nameless hero, Kazlana. He had never loved himself.
Huh?
Why would he love this world?
Well, that's a true statement, but he never loved himself? Understandable. Okay. The Prisoner of Flames. Oh my god, there's an Act 5? I didn't know. I thought there's only 4. Okay.
A gust of wind will one day sweep past, wiping away all the man's tracks. Nearly every footprint was stamped full of the fury that filled him. That humble youth faded away with the flames into yesterday. The first ray of light to pierce the long night was brought by the burning man. But the body
I'm
that
getting
bore
hungry.
the weight of the
What should I
world
eat?
was forged by the fires of wrath. Rage is a crafty emotion. It changes its face, concealing itself within the man's life. His friend fought blood-soaked battles, so their people would need fight no longer. But every victory in battle he gained left him neither satisfied nor proud, only with the indifference of emptiness.
You must be careful. Duty does not drive you to wield your blade, but hate.
His teacher kindly reminded him thus.
And behind that hatred, you seem to desire the destruction of the self.
But what about his joy? Was that too merely a phony disguise? He who once laughed amidst the crowd, day after day, as though it were second nature. No. Even though he knew not the meaning of love, that happy past was not a lie someone wove. But now, even those memories have melted into fury. His hatred is such that he cannot hold on to what he cherishes, though all is precious to him. Fueled with lone courage, he attempted to resist fate. But the burning sun that shines upon all creatures, once fallen, will incinerate the land, becoming golden death.
Oh no, we're just halfway through?
But what of his sorrow? Indeed, the man could shed no tears.
I think this will be the last one. I'll do the as I've written.
When all that was familiar was now remote, the world collapsed,
there's so many
becoming
characters.
empty in an instant.
Are they all gonna be this long?
The stabbing pain in the man's heart, was it but the residual warmth of his wraths? The truth no longer important. The man simply took another step forward. He wasn't willing to believe it, but was willing to acknowledge it.
Is there no times 1.5
There is
speed?
no need to question your heart. No need to crave victory. If I am born to be a vessel of sin, then I shall roar at evil, and together with it burn.
Oh, this is their first battle, right?
In the endless cycles, there were some moments when the man felt everything dissolve like a dream. In that dream, he would awaken again and become once more the boy who loved to laugh. But were he to open his eyes, the fury would cast a shadow. He saw the creators choke his throat, gurgling and gasping. And in that boundless dream, he mistook them for his own jest. But their true forms were violent hatred. Towards the creators, towards himself.
Why would he hate himself?
Roaring inferno.
I guess for what he had to do?
The prophecy departed. Amphoreus was unable to usher in the dawn. What rises in the distance is not the morning sun, but a ball of all-devouring fire, setting the universe in conflagration, searing till the end of time.
You know what? Before we were thrust into this, we didn't even have the time to debrief that animated short. That was so good. I just realized now. Only he and Castorice had it, and I wish they had more of those. It's so epic with the song and all. Ugh. Masterpiece. Since you've met already and there's only one chapter. When I called you mother.
The gates of the Temple of the Three Fates gently open on the day of prayer. And the crowd crouched, whispering like the tide. The priests of Yanis listen to the prophecies. The unwavering axis of the scales of Talantin maintains balance, and only Orynyx remains silent.
Mother, teach me how to answer prayers.
The Titan tasked with time is as perplexed as a child.
Don't be scared. Please don't be afraid.
A familiar voice rings out.
Listen carefully. The future they want is in the past.
Oh, is that March?
Like the first light of the morning star.
Wait. Don't be scared, please don't be afraid. Listen carefully, the future they want is in the past. That sounds like March. What are you doing here, March?
Really? In the past?
The child sank into a peaceful slumber of recollection, whispering revelations in their sleep. Until the masses crying out amidst the flames of war were were swept away by the sounds of sharp swords locking. The fires of ambition incinerating the law.
Mother... Mother... Usurper... Assassinate the divine body.
Memories are tightly entangled by nightmares, with nowhere to run.
Don't be scared. Please don't be afraid.
An unfamiliar voice rings out.
Go to sleep. The ending they want is yet to be born.
Wait, is March
Like
Evernight?
the warm glow of the setting sun.
I thought it was Cyrene. It's just pink hair.
Not here yet.
The child continues to sleep, waiting for the next waking dream.
It did look like
And
her,
when
but I'm
they
like,
opened
no, it
their
can't be.
eyes, two
Cyrene's
of the
time.
3 fates who once received offerings had already faded from the pages of history.
Mother... Mother... I'm already all alone.
March, are you Time's mother?
The child let out a helpless cry.
Don't be scared. Please don't be afraid.
March,
A
are you
familiar
mother?
voice rings out in the mirror.
Just wait. The stars that illuminate the night will visit in the end.
Like gentle moonlight.
That's why
The
she's so
gates of
scared.
the temple of the 3 fates now close tight. People no longer pray to a titan who cannot touch the world.
Because they erased time, and now she's so miserable.
Within the inescapable dreamscape, the flower stems nourished by the black tide serve as a swaddling embrace, drowning the young child's soul.
Don't be afraid.
Mother... Mother...
Don't be scared.
Help me leave this place.
But this time, they didn't receive a response. Only long years of yearning and pain. Like the silence of the Evernight. Days and nights passed. The years turned. Dust covers the glory of the past. The priests have forgotten this titan.
Waiting. Hate waiting.
They watched over the slumbering sprite, gazing at the dull mirror. But a fleeting mirage flickers in the mirror. The shining stars and the lights of the home. And a strange yet familiar voice.
Wake up! Our familiar old friends have already arrived.
Like the newborn dawn.
What does that mean? Mysterious foreign guest. Don't be scared. Who's next? Who's next? Cipher. No, she has 2 chapters, so next time. Only single chapters. Okay, only single chapters. Saradra. Oh wait, shit! Sorry. I just realized this is Danhang. I don't know. Terravox? He's a dragon. Is that his name? I'm sorry if I'm gonna spoil it, but it's already there anyway. Yeah, okay, it's not. It says Danhang Permansor Terai. But it's him, because he's a dragon, right? And guys, don't read the blurbs. Don't follow the social media of any Hoyoverse game if you're so behind in story. Because, yeah. Nameless Danhang crisis heir who guards the Earth's core flame. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop reading. Damn, okay. Anyway, let's read his part. Beast of the desolate ancient land. We're so intertwined with the lore.
The ancient chaos was shrouded in silence
Truly
and shadow.
messiahs.
The giant dragon's offspring was born from the earth. Sweet dreams had smothered the giant dragon's eyes and ears. And as they slept, The 100 eyes of Aquila had already opened, and Fagusa had begun to stir the playful waves. Yet Giorios remained weighty and silent.
Yep, that sounds like him.
Layer upon layer of peaks enveloped the dragon, cradling them in a bed more grand than any in existence. The giant dragons spent their childhood in darkness. From the moment their bleary eyes blinked open from haze of slumber, they hungered to feast on crude iron and drink deep of molten lava. Until one day, they raised their head, and with a low, guttural voice, pleaded to glimpse light. The Titan lifted them up by their ribs, slowly raising them. The dragon's spine sliced through the strata of rock, cutting open the soil. When they reached the surface, they summoned mist woven of the fire of the stars. As though seeing themselves clearly and in full, through the eyes of a giant bird. The giant dragon walked the earth alone. The Titan knew they were lonely and terrified too, and so sculpted new beasts from flesh and bone. In that wild, barren world, the giant dragon led the beasts of the earth. Excessively long life gifted the giant dragon with eyes that could pierce the veil of years. They witnessed the separation of day and night, as well as the entanglement of reason and romance. And even Kefali did not neglect to share with them a chalice of golden blood. The ocean teased, saying, even should the earth sink utterly, they would not rot. Ever since they opened their eyes, the giant dragon rarely returned to slumber. And thusly, that mesmerizing dream that occasionally burst forth at night etched a trace on their memory. The gods they were familiar with were in this dream, and they were as immense and imposing as ever, yet had lost their freedom. Just what manner of magnificent pathstrider could imprison the Titans as mere reflections? The giant dragon dreamed also of their own path, that great breath from the heavens, or perhaps from beyond even the heavens. They dreamed of silver shards amongst the stars, reflecting the form of another giant dragon. That great cerulean dragon approached Amphoreus, the distant whispers roiling, becoming a roar engraved on the earth.
They wanted you to know, huh?
They recognized the meaning in that low roar. Its name, Permanence.
Oh, okay. What was his name again? In the drip marketing? Something Terai. But Permanence was his label, right? In the files, like a follower of Permanence or something from the Woeful, because they don't die. They don't really try to hide it. Okay, so I guess I just forgot it was him. Okay, but I saw that drip marketing. Alright. Chessmaster Monarch.
Who would win? A young girl emerging from her sheath and showing her edge, or a tyrant who has emerged victorious from 100 battles. The Black and White Legion squared off on the battlefield. Golden and crimson blood converging into a coursing river.
The leader herself actually dares to step forth and face peril?
The tyrant charged toward the exposed gap in the king's flank, and instantly fell into a trap of raging flames and iron rain.
On the board, the king too is but a chess piece. If the king does not lead, how would any dare to follow?
True.
She lifted the king of the crystal pieces high, as though proclaiming the ascension of a new king. Who would win? The holy city that stood for 1,000 years? Or the foreign city-states invading from 1,000 miles away? Hollow hatred ignited the flames of war. The besieged walls of Dawn tottered.
Only a miracle can save us now.
The cowardly elders barred themselves behind closed doors, while the trembling citizenry knelt and prayed.
There is no need to panic. The miracle is already here.
Under the banners dancing like waves, the burning crown shone bright as the wheeling constellations. Who would win? The general who saved the city? Or the high and mighty with their privileged authority? The guillotine fell, severing the elder's life. The whispers dissipated, and the scales of victory tipped.
From this day forth, I shall bring justice to the holy city.
The people cried out her name and knelt in reverence, but were stopped by the sound of the scepter of authority striking the ground.
Do not lower your heads beneath my crown.
Oh, no.
Who would win?
Didn't mean to do that.
The heroes bursting with ambition, or the omnipotent gods?
The Imperator issued the decree! The start of the flame chase journey is at hand!
Perhaps drawn by the grand design to welcome the Era Nova, or perhaps convinced by that king's great renown. Righteous warriors from across the land gathered before the Imperator's throne. On the day the journey began, the sky was an expanse of fluttering banners. The people gazed upon the overwhelming military alliance, a golden city reflected in their eyes. As for the end of that chess game, the scholars debate endlessly, but such discussions always end with a sigh. The invincible Imperator faded at the pinnacle of power. The crown's flames extinguished in the lake. The banner, once revered by the people, along with the broken spears of the heroes. Now, a tomb. The people said,
Even the sovereign that conquers all before her is no match for fate.
Yet she said,
In a war with fate, has there ever been any justice?
So true. That's so pretty. Love the color. Okay. No, these two have 2 chapters. Okay, I'll do them some other time. Alright, Electra. Hysilens.
The black tide that blotted out the sky surrounded the city walls. The soldiers manning the walls battered from battle. Melodious chords of music were suddenly heard. A single swordmaster had overcome the waves of enemies. The song flowed from betwixt the blades, breaking through formations as a dorsal fin cleaving the waves. When the last wicked beast finally fell, shattered into pieces amidst the sword's dance, the Frostblade bore no trace of blood.
The legions of heroes under my command are as vast as the sea, yet lack a formidable sword banner.
The commander extended a hand, inviting the musician to join. Should a fish separated from its school glimpse a faint glow, it will swim toward the light. The Swordmaster clasped the commander's hand, as though gently grasping the hilt of a keen blade. When the spray of her waves extinguished the fires of war from the Holy City, a golden name was engraved upon the stone pillars. The former commander burned the crown to become king.
Hysilens, brave in battle, triumphant in command. I grant you the title Dux Gladiorum. Let us all forge ahead together.
During the banquet after the battle, the Weaver tailored for her a splendid dress, and the commander poured her honey brew. Her golden-blooded comrades gathered about her, chanting her new name, urging her to play that splendid music. The candlelight danced and mingled with flowing drink, swords and song ringing out in unison. Yet none knew that was once a lonely melody from the deep sea. The music of revelry continued for a long time, until the whispers of conspiracies were buried in the songs, until the roars of lethal struggle shattered the music. Legend holds that they who bear the weight of a pillar shall one day return to where it stands. Those who tug at the earth shall end amongst the mountains. Those who sow dawn and dusk shall remain eternal in the sky. And she would once again return to the pitch-black sea. And she would once again sing her music alone. The bountiful ocean, with the banquets of bygone days,
I think that's what Aglaia
stir
referred to, right?
as futile bubbles
Or was it Aglaia?
at the bottom of a glass.
Someone fell from a cliff or something like that.
Many years later, the song once played by that swordmaster was played by future generations in the Holy City. The people knew the demigod of the seas was still a noble captain. She possessed peerless swordsmanship and a song that is passed down through the ages. It was just that she had long since vanished. Guests at the banquet sometimes spoke of her, but it was only a prayer between their cups.
Hysilens, melody of the waves, bless
Who's
our
that?
night that we may drink
Oh, that's
deep
Hysilens.
and dance till dawn.
Well, can't wait to meet them. I'm really sorry, Cipher and Hyacinth, but it's just too long. This video's already too long. I miss you, my dears. I always miss you. My friends and casters. I miss you guys. I miss you guys. Hi, Hyacinth, I can't believe Phainon would kill you just like that. You're so sweet. You're the most precious being in the world. Whatever, Phainon. Okay. This book is dedicated to me. Okay. Oh yeah. Let's get those. Alrighty. So the next is 3.5. I'm in the current patch once again, and I promise I won't wait until the next patch is released before I finish this. I'm gonna check. How many quests is 3.5 before their deaths? Please don't say 10. Please. 7. Yes. Okay. Well, to be fair, 3.4 had 3 main chapters. They're all still so fucking long. Anyway, at least it's just one video for 3.4, I think. Alright. That was really cool. I'm gonna do this off stream, off the record. My favorite part was the animated short. Very, very cool. And the cutscenes are very cool. But the rest, they're just too dragging. It's just sometimes I just want them to, like, you know, pick it up a bit. And I guess that's why a lot of people were overjoyed with the addition of the skip button. But no, that is against my principles. I will skip the story of the events if they're too far behind. I mean, like, too long ago now that I don't even remember what we were doing when that was released. I may make exceptions for that. for main Trailblaze missions, I will 95% of the time, 99% of the time, won't do that. Alright, but that's gonna be it for us today. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully we can redeem this guy. I'm rooting for your salvation, Phainon. I hope it isn't misplaced, and I hope they don't just get deleted, you know. The whole of Amphoreus gets deleted. Can you imagine? Alright.
I will walk to the end with all your wills. No matter the cost.
So glorious. Look at him. Okay. Bye. See you tomorrow.